you tired, get you there, man. See you right over, man.
Wherever you think you're going, I'm following. Good afternoon, guys. We're just over here off of a rest area, just off of oh crap, what is this, Highway 70, heading towards St. Louis from Kansas City. Stopped, used the restroom, tightened up a strap that was loose. There's the old girl, sitting pretty. I got her washed the other day, so she's looking good again. That's what we have. It's pretty light. Transmission drive axles for like smaller crane things. I picked it up from the manufacturer, and then a box of parts, whatever they may be. It's only 6,000 pounds, so it's nice and light. All the weight's up front though, so front end's a little heavy. I think I went through the Missouri scale, or not, yeah, the Missouri scale. It was 12,600 on the front axle, but obviously I'm legal for that. So that's that. I had a bad day. Oops, I'm locked. I had a bad morning this morning, and I'll show you why once I open my door. As I was leaving this morning, running around the outer belt for Kansas City, I don't know if you can see it. There's a chip and a big long crack. And then there's another chip. It was a Suburban or something. Actually, I think it was an older Cadillac Escalade. He had a little single axle trailer, like a farm trailer, or one of them Tractor Supply wire mesh trailer things, and he had it full of gravel, and he was all the way over in the fast lane on the 4-lane road, and I was over on the right. It was just coming up to a highway split, and I needed to get over to the left 2 lanes where he was. I moved over, and he's up ahead of me. Didn't even notice him at first, and all of a sudden he went over a bridge joint, and the trailer started fishtailing like mad. And as it's doing that, it's just throwing gravel everywhere. And needless to say, it peppers the crap out of my truck. And so got that chip up there, the big one down there. I would not be surprised if there's another one hidden. And I would not be surprised if I lost paint off of the front of the hood. But the paint I don't really care about too much. It's a work truck. It's got plenty of cracks or chips anyways. But the glass, I care about that. And I honked him down, and he pulled over. I pulled over. I didn't want to do it, but we got police on scene and got all the information exchanged. So I'm currently working with his insurance to try to get a new windshield, but regardless, I'm gonna have to replace it and pay out of pocket for it, and just hope to God that they'll reimburse me for it. I know for a windshield for this truck, I think it's somewhere around $400, but we'll see what happens. So right now we're on our way to Union City, Tennessee, to drop this stuff off in the morning, and then we are currently working on a load going out of Memphis, aircraft parts, down to Laredo, Texas, and then something right there, pick it back up and bring it back to Memphis. So it's a round trip. It's a really good paying load, and I'm really hoping to get that. Right now I'm waiting for the word back on that. I've already called to double check, and he's reassuring me that I most likely have it. He's just waiting on the person, someone else in the office, I don't know. But hopefully we'll get that, and that will take care of us for the weekend. And I could use a really good load, because after this week, between the load canceling and Amish country, which I don't know how much I'm including of that, but that was not fun. So I need something good, and especially after the windshield being cracked, I need some good luck coming this way. It's been a rough week. So, but anyways, I got about 4 hours to get to where I'm gonna spend the night, just outside of Charleston, Missouri, which puts me about an hour away from Union City. I think that's off of Interstate 55. And that's kind of gonna be the deal for now. It's freaking hot. I think it's close to double or triple digits right now. Let's see. 95 as of right now here in Boonville, Missouri. I'm gonna start this truck and get some air conditioning. Yeah, 95 degrees right now feels like 100. I'm not all about that, and I know when I get to Texas, if I'm going, it's gonna be way worse. It's definitely gonna be an idle the truck throughout the night type of deal. Gotta have that air conditioning. But anyways, I'm gonna get a move on. Hopefully the rest of the day goes good and get a windshield fixed here shortly, because I know DOT don't like seeing cracks through the windshield. But alright, that's it. Music. Talk to you later. Good morning, guys. So we just dropped off those transmissions and parts that came from Kansas City over in Union City, Tennessee. And we are currently cruising on down Highway 20 through Tennessee to get to basically north of Memphis. I had hinted about a really good load
Texas and back that I really hope to have gotten. And to go along with all the string of luck that I've had, no, I did not get that. I waited almost 2 hours to hear back, and so the first time I called the guy, he said, "Alright, yeah, we're pretty sure you got we got you locked in here, but I'm gonna double check on the rate with some chick who was there, I don't know, and she was on lunch." So I was like, okay. Hung up, got me all excited. About an hour goes by, and I haven't heard anything back, and usually when that stuff happens, it's because they ghosted you, and they decided to either go with someone else or loan cancel, or they don't want to use you. So I called back, and he instantly picked up. He's like, "Hey Andy, don't worry, we got you covered. You're still locked in on this. She's almost back from lunch or something like that, and we'll get you good." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So after hearing that, I was like, "Okay, we're pretty much solid." So we hang up. That's when I stopped at the rest area, made that little short video. I was all happy because I finally had a good load. Gonna turn my day around, have the weekend set. Make that video, hop back in the truck, get back onto the road, and like right when I got back on the freeway, I got the phone call. I picked it up, it was that guy. "Hey man, sorry, but we ended up booking it with someone else." So that kind of shot me, because now I've pretty much blew 2 hours of the day when I could have found something else. So I had to go back on the load board and start looking again. It wasn't until about 4 o'clock that I finally found something that I don't know if it's going to be good. That's what we're going to get. We're picking up a Vermeer driller. It's a 2440, and I've hauled these things before, but I've never hauled one this big. You're telling me it's 22,000 pounds, and which I could haul, but the thing is, the 2240 I think is like 6 feet tall. It's like 7 feet wide. They're gonna be top heavy. Is what it's gonna be. So I don't know. It's a short drive. It's only 300 something miles, going from basically Memphis to just outside of St. Louis. But it's gonna be interesting to see if this works. But it was paying COD. The rate was good, and even though it wasn't a weekend load like I wanted, it's at least it was something. And I wasn't having much luck of finding much, so I took it. Gonna see what happens. In theory, dimension-wise, weight-wise, it will work, but it's going to be one of those situations where I'll haul it, and then it's going to be, am I willing to do it again or not? So, we'll see what happens. Oh, hey, we're in Friendship, Tennessee. Gotta have that friendship. But, so yeah, that's the plan. We're going to get out there. I'm about an hour away. Get this thing loaded. And yeah, talk to you later. Alright guys, real quick, wanted to show you what I got. It's not 22,000 pounds or more. It's actually fairly light. I'm gonna guess it's only about 17 to 18. The axle, drop axle is running kind of heavy, but the drive axle isn't too bad. I'll actually probably lessen up on the air on the drop axle, make it carry only about 8 or so. But that's what we have. They were worried because when I showed up, they're like, "Can you handle 25,000?" I was like, "Oh boy, that's pushing it. 25,000 is about my max, like straight up my max between all my axles." But luckily it's not that. I got 6 chains and binders on it, 4 of them, 2 of them here, 2 up there, and then I got 2 on the drill boom or whatever. Those aren't doing too much as a way of holding, just mostly holding that piece down. But I can see it's sticking out just a little bit right there, but we should be all right. I don't think anyone's gonna give me problems there. It's the same thing here. I got that seat sticks out there, but I mean, I got like an inch to play here and maybe negative an inch right here. So that's what we got.
waiting for an address to where we're going because I didn't get one. Somewhere out by St. Louis to a construction company, and it sounds like we'll be able to unload tomorrow, which will be nice. That way I can dedicate Monday right at the snap of a finger and get going. So I'm hoping next week will be a turnaround point and everything will be good. But for now, I'm going to cruise, get on over to St. Louis. So talk to you later. How's it going, guys? It's currently break time for me. Taking a little break at the moment. We're over here at a truck parking off of I-55. I think we're still in Arkansas. So that's our I-55 heading north, St. Louis. I've talked to our customer. I know where we're going now. It's just over on the east side of St. Louis, and it looks like we should hopefully be able to get unloaded tomorrow. But he didn't realize that this was coming on a regular flatbed, and I don't have ramps. So he's trying to figure out how we're going to get it unloaded. I said that either find a location that has a dock, or get like one of them heavy duty rollback tow trucks. Something like that could work. It weighs about 18,000 pounds, so if he gets something like that, we should be able to get it off. But that's kind of all on him. I'm kind of hoping that he figures something out for Saturday. If not, I'll have to deliver it on Monday, assuming he has something. But I just booked my reload for Monday, coming out of Evansville, Indiana, going down to Aberdeen, North Carolina. A bunch of roofing shingles. So it says it's going to take 24 feet of deck space at 18,000 pounds. I do have to tarp it. I don't know why, for roofing material, but maybe it's that weird paper-like thing. I don't know. But that's going down there. That's a fairly good rate. So finally got something decent. Again, this thing's paying COD, so we'll get some decent money out of that. And I do technically need to get the oil changed on the truck someday. It's I think we're getting close. This thing, we've always done an oil change at about 10 to 15,000 miles. Let's take a look at it. I don't think you guys have ever seen the engine. For being a small hood, it's heavy. There it is, Cummins 8.3, also known as the PACCAR PX8 in this case. Right there. That's that. Let's take a peek at the oil. Get this one handed. She's full, but she's black. Granted, any diesel oil is black. Good on coolant. So this is where you can see how my front end has been upgraded. I got 3 leaf springs in here. This truck I think originally came with either 2, or it was half a leaf spring going that way and half a leaf spring going this way. I got 3 in there now, so it's good for about 16,000 pounds. These tires I think are good for about 16.8. That's what the rating is. Max load single 7800, so yeah, somewhere around that. But it's a 330 horse engine, 1,000 foot-pounds. Does pretty good. Oh, the interior fan. I got the key on, but the truck is off. Leaving the key on allows that axle to stay down. As soon as you turn the truck off, the axle picks up. I wanted to leave it down for the moment, so that's that. That's the engine. Ain't nothing too special there. But anyways, I'm gonna make me a sandwich and probably call it good. Make my way out to St. Louis, or yeah, whatever. Park out there for the night. Hopefully deliver in the morning around 9, and then head out towards Evansville to park for the rest of the weekend to do a pickup on Monday.
Alright guys, as you saw, that was some sketchy stuff right there. I was not a big fan of what they did, but it worked out. They had to use a couple of my pieces of dunnage, and I tried to tell them to put it on the very bottom so that it's their stuff that breaks, but English translations didn't go very well. They ended up putting all of them on the very top to be used as the ramp. Luckily, I only lost one, so I suppose that's okay. I mean, they're replaceable. There's so many times I get pieces of dunnage and I have to give it back to wherever I'm going or whatever, so it's replaceable. But that was sketchy because that machine is 18,000 pounds and it's being driven off the edge of my truck, being held by pieces of wood. And I was in the truck standing on the brake because if the wood broke and the machine tilted back towards my truck, I didn't need it to land into my truck and shove it out of the way and cause all sorts of havoc. But I did not like it, but it was the only way that was going to get done. The only saving grace I had was having that jack in the back. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I've never really explained what that's for. The landing gear legs in the very back of my truck is for reasons exactly like that. If I have to unload a heavy machine or load a heavy machine at the very ass end of the truck, like backing up to a dock or a ramp or whatever that was, because I got so much overhang, the ass end of the truck likes to flex and bend down. So I had that put in there so that it's, you know, rock stable. And that was the only reason why that worked out. If that wasn't there, my truck probably would have bent beyond belief. It might have even picked up the front end, and it would not have worked. I would not have let that flow that way if I didn't have that. But in hindsight, it's done, and that's kind of all I care about. I was a nervous wreck with them doing it, but the Mexicans, man, I love them to death because they get shit done. But there's not much else I can say to that. It was sketchy at best, but it got done. So anyways, we got about a 2-hour drive to head on over towards Evansville, which is where we're going to get our reload. I'm going to spend the night over there at the, I think there's a Pilot, Flying J, and a Love's in the same spot. I'm going to park up at one of those. I got Safe Light coming out to replace my windshield, and that's going to be done later today, somewhere between 12 and 5. I'm going to be getting there at 12:30, so that's where you go. If they show up at 12 and I'm not there, and they have to leave because of that, I'm going to be pissed. But that'll get done, and then chill there for the weekend to pick up a load of roofing. It's roofing rolls, not shingles. And I'm pretty sure I know what it is. It's basically like a paper lining that goes underneath the shingles, I think. But that's what we're getting, and that'll be for Monday. Alright, I'm going to end this off here and talk to you guys later.